Also, I'm blonde. Did I mention that in the... my hair's straight at the moment and really blonde. I went to the hairdresser. Yeah, that's a thing. Hello humans, my name is Dael Kingsmill, and if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, or even if you've just gone back and looked through some of my videos, you will have seen that I've done a couple of videos talking about being Australian and, you know, the deadly animals and the weird sayings that come along with that. So the other day I found a quiz that was, how well do you know Australian slang? And I posted the link to it on Twitter, and a bunch of you tried it out and did, you know, okay. I myself, on this quiz, I only got 9 out of 10. But that's okay because, you know, slang is regional. There might be a word that is used all the time in WA, but I don't know it. I'm not from WA. I'm from the East Coast. I was fine with this. I was totally okay with only having gotten 9 out of 10. Until Casper, who some of you may know, one of our lovely community members, Casper from Denmark got 10 out of 10. I am almost certain that he cheated on that test. But this event is what marked the beginning of the end. Because while complaining to my family about how unjust the universe was in allowing Casper to beat me on this quiz, I mentioned that one of the words in the quiz, fossicking, I had never heard of. I still have never heard that word used in conversation. And every single family member stood around mocking me for not knowing such a clear and obviously constantly used slang word from my own country. Apparently it means to look for something. You're fossicking for something. And I don't know, it seems like the contexts where you would use fossicking are contexts where you could just use the word fussing, so maybe I have been replacing fossicking with fussing in my head. But my mother maintains that I am now going to hear the word fossicking all the time. She does. She says that it's gonna happen. She thinks it'll be like the word cadge, which she uses, cadge, C-A-D-G-E, which means to like scab in terms of like scab some money or scab a lift. Do you use the word scab in other countries? Oh, whenever I talk about slang, things get confusing and hard to translate. But I have been hearing the word catch every time she has said it to me. She's said, can you catch a lift with a friend, so many times in my life, and I have heard catch a lift with a friend. And now, since I found out that the word catch exists, I've heard it like 9 times in places that I should have noticed its existence if I didn't know what it meant, like Harry Potter and Buffy. Those places use the word cadge, and I'm just sitting here going, no, I don't think that word exists, you know? And it doesn't stop there either. It doesn't stop there. In the voice classes I took as part of my theatre degree, I had the teacher constantly telling me, Dael, you're putting on an English accent, you shouldn't be doing that. And it's just how I talk. This is just how I talk. Why? So many... I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't have a really broad Queensland accent for you. I'm sorry. Alright? So yeah, just having a bit of an identity crisis over here. At least you guys think I'm Australian. Cause I am. What am I? I'm starting to talk like I'm not really Australian. Housekeeping, the vlogs channel. There are a few of you who still don't know what's happening with the vlogs channel. I've seen comments from you. The quick version of the story really is that there isn't really a story. It's the vlogs channel is just ending. Geek and Sundry have decided that they're going to stop uploading our vlogs to the vlogs channel, and our contracts have ended with Geek and Sundry. But our relationship with Geek and Sundry is still really good, and we're still going to be working with them on more of a freelance basis. So you're definitely going to see our faces around the place, I would say. Holland did a really good video talking about it, which I'll link to over here, so you can click on that and get more of the infos. I also wrote a slightly more in-depth Facebook post about it, which I'll link to in the description below. But yes, essentially all of the Geek and Sundry vloggers are now independent agents out on the internet, so we're all just working for ourselves now. And so the vlogs that we were doing for Geek and Sundry, if each individual vlogger has decided to continue that series, they'll be doing it on their own personal channel now. Thanks so much for all the support you've been giving me during the transition from Geek and Sundry vlogs to purely MonarchsFactory, and also thank you for all the support you've been giving the other vloggers. Something that you could do to help that would be really appreciated by all of us, I think. Things like making sure that if you did enjoy one of our videos that you do share it on social media, because we no longer have Geek and Sundry behind us pushing our stuff out quite so frequently or so heavily, because the more eyes we get on our stuff, the easier it's going to be to keep going, to keep going, to keep plugging away and making them videos. I'm really weird today. I don't even really know what this video was. It was such a weird mishmash. I'm sorry, but I still hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, you can hit the like button and share it on your favorite social media websites, such as Twitter and Facebook. Speaking of which, I am on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr. That's the one. I always forget Tumblr. Oh. And you can find those links in the description below, where you can follow me at those places and talk to me, and I will talk back. Impromptu dance party. Feel free to leave me a comment below. I do read all of them and try to respond to as many as I can. If this is the first video that you've seen of mine, then feel free to subscribe. I do videos here every single week, and half of them are storytelling. That was a terrible description. Every second Monday I sit down and I tell a story from mythology, or sometimes I do fairy tales and I call them fairy dales because I think I'm hilarious. But let's be real, I am hilarious though. That's why I think that. I'm sorry, humans. I'm clearly just... my brain, I don't know if it exists anymore. You can email this to your grandma if you want, but she might think that I'm a crazy person. For now, that's it. I'm done, and I will see you guys some other time. Push all the buttons around the video. That's what I'll say. Hit them buttons.